Move on. We're now on to the neutral cards. Finally.
There's one neutral card I want to look. I'm so excited.
A lot of these are just straight up like I don't think we go more than 2s or 3s. I think we could just fire these out real quick. Emerald Reaver, 1 mana, 2/1, deal 1 damage to each hero. This is a 1. This card's garbage. Yep.
Maybe Hunter.
Maybe, but Hunter has so many better one mana cards.
Yeah, there's better cards.
Firefly, 1 mana, 1/2, add a 1/2 elemental to your hand. This is a 5. You play this in every elemental deck.
This is gonna, yeah. Especially, I think it's gonna be good with a Hunter Quest too.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's really good with your curve too because you can play it as a 1-drop or a 2-drop.
Yeah. Or even if you don't like you're right about to go into turn 7 and you don't have a fire elemental in your hand, right? You play this turn 6 with a 5-drop. Like it's fine. Like
it's insane in any elemental deck. You have to run it.
Insta 5. Insta 5.
It's probably so.
There's the cute little token. Yeah. Glacial Shard, 1 mana, 1/2/1, freeze an enemy. This is like
that's a 2.
I don't hate it. It's a 2. It could fit.
It a 3. Yeah. It's a kind of an aggressive card. Like you can use it on turn 1 to freeze your opponent's 1-drop, and then you can force the trades, which is the only time I can see it being good.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely more utility than a lot of other 1-drops, and it's also an elemental on top of that. So
anti-pirate tech. Also.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. This card is absolutely freaking bonkers. This is the Ravasaur Runt Battle Cry. If you control at least 2 other minions, adapt.
Insane in Zoo, it's a shielded mini-bot.
Yep, that's really good. And this is also this curves really well after Alley Cat.
No. You know what it curves well with? That 1 mana summon 2 Silver Hand Recruits.
Oh yeah, it's also really good with that too. So yeah, this is a shielded mini bot. This is a 2/2 with stealth. Like this is a 2 mana 3/3. Like this is a great card.
Very good.
This is a 4. This is 4, even a 5. Like this card's amazing.
Definitely a 4.
Rockpool Hunter. I think this is a 3. If Murlocs are good, then this is great. This card's great. But if not, then it's just okay.
It's okay. I mean, I'll play Murlocs.
Better than Shattered Sunclare.
I mean, yeah, it's better than Shattered Sun Cleric for Murlocs.
If you're playing a Murloc deck,
Yeah, you also have the Grimscale Chum. I mean, if you're playing Paladins, which you probably aren't, but this is good enough.
It's not bad.
It's good enough. It's a 3. Stubborn Gastropod.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's like a 2 or a 1. Like maybe there are times where you want a 1/2 with Poisonous, but most of the time, like there are lots of 2-attack minions on turn 1 that can just remove this card immediately. So it's fine. Yeah. It's like if you really, really need a 2 mana taunt minion that removes something like immediately, then it's fine. All right, next card.
Yeah.
Volatile Elemental. This is a 1. It never works the way you want it to. And it's a 2 mana 1.
It's just random. It can be a little bit tougher to figure out. I don't think it's garbage. I think it can be like a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2, but it won't get played.
Yeah, it will never work the way you want it to. Egg Snapper, 3 mana 3/1 with Death Rattle that summons 2/1/1 raptors when it dies. Maybe it's a 2.
This card's not good.
It's not as good as like other cards, but it still has usage. It still has uses like summon 2/1/1 raptors.
It's worse than Rat Pack.
Yeah. Like,
but Rat Pack's a Hunter card. But I mean,
I'm not saying it's great, but it definitely has a lot more uses than a bunch of other cards. So I'm not going to give it 1.
I don't think it's going to see play in like any real decks.
Giant Wasp. This card sucks. It's a 1.
Yeah, this one get played in a actual deck. It's probably like a 1 or 2.
Giant Wasp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it could see play.
Yeah, like maybe that stealth rogue deck makes a comeback.
Yeah.
That might be interesting.
Maybe. So it's a 2. I'll give it a 2.
Yeah.
Maybe. Igneous Elemental, Death Rattle, add 1/2 elementals to your hand. I'll give this a 3. I think it's good enough to be played.
I don't think it gets played, actually.
I think the stat line's too low.
Yeah,
like, it's good value.
I think it's more so that it gives an elemental on 3 to classes that don't have it, and adding 1/2 elementals to your hand means that you have at least 2 turns where I don't have an elemental to play on curve, but I need to play 1 on curve this turn. So that's why I'm giving it a 3.
I think it's just way too slow, though.
One thing to consider though is there's no more totem golem, so like 2/3s aren't as bad anymore, right?
Yeah.
But it's still pretty bad.
But yeah, it's not the greatest, but I think it's just good enough to be played. That's why it's like a 2.5 or a 3 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Primal Fin Lookout. I think this is a 3.
This is a 3 mana 3/2.
Yeah, but it draws you a card.
But the thing is, like, it's not just that, but it has synergy with Murlocs, right? So it gets advantages from buffs. It could be played in Murloc decks.
Yeah,
like,
it is going to be played
with
in
Murlocs.
decks.
You want to flood the board. You don't want to.
Yeah, I agree.
Draw
with you.
cards and get
Yeah,
value.
but like what Murloc are you playing on 3 besides War Leader?
Cold Light Oracle. No, not Oracle. The Cold Light Seer. But you don't really need the value because if you're playing the Shaman deck, you just play Megafin, and then that's all the value.
You just want to vomit all the Murlocs you can. You don't want value off that.
Yeah, you don't even have to play a 3-drop. You can play a 2-drop and a 1-drop.
Okay, so you guys are giving it 2s. I'm gonna stick with my 3.
Maybe a 3 because it can be good. Maybe it can also because if you get another Murloc from this, it also helps you get closer to the quest. So maybe that's.
I don't think it's nearly aggressive enough. I'll give it a.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not very aggressive.
Okay, so 2 from you guys. I'm gonna keep it as a 3.
Sure.
Okay, you guys good? All right.
Yeah.
Pterodax Hatchling, 3-mana 2/2 Battlecry Adapt. This is
just worse than the other one. That's the 2/2.
Yeah. This is just worse.
I don't like this card.
Yeah.
Mediocre.
Yep.
Play it for an extra mana.
It's a 2 over 1. It's a 2 at best.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Thar Creeper. I think this card is actually playable. I think this is a 3.
Yeah, I agree. Actually.
Yeah, it's good tech against aggro. It's a 3.
And it's also another taunt minion for the warrior deck.
Yeah,
it's an elemental for the elemental deck.
Almost always go in warrior, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
Thunder Lizard. I think this might be good enough. I think the only problem I have with it is that it interrupts your kind of like elemental kind of turns. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, what do you play on turn 4 that needs an elemental last turn?
The 3/5 taunt and divine shield.
Yeah, but this is still fairly interesting to maybe consider in an elemental deck. I don't know if it's an auto include.
I'd rather Thar Creeper into the 3/5 taunt than Thunder Lizard.
So then this is a 3. I think it's good enough to be played. I just don't know if it will see play or that if it will be slotted
it's certainly
over
not
things.
terrible.
Yeah. Guys, what do you think?
I'd probably give it a 2 or a 3. It's
Yeah, I feel the same way.
All right, 4-mana, 3/3, deal 2 damage. It's an elemental. I think that gives it a little bit of a bump up, but it's
still a little bit of a bump, but like
it's worse than SI.
It's like 2.5.
But SI is a rogue card, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's a neutral card, but it is worse than SI.
I give it like a 2.5.
Probably.
Yeah, 2.
There are better cards to be playing. Like this is the same slot as like water elemental.
Yeah,
really good.
I'm not playing with a water elemental.
Yeah.
Or
Stegadon, I think we already had our conversation about this.
Stegadon by himself is like not particularly good.
It's like a 1.
There's just better cards. Like you could play Bloodhoof Brave or the new priest card over it.
Yeah,
and
this doesn't help the druid.
Yeah,
and this
like,
doesn't help the druid deck either.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you
this
don't
is
want
like
it
a
in
1.
any other class.
Yeah, it by itself is a 1. Nesting Rock, Battlecry. If you control at least 2 minions, gain taunt. If you're playing a wide deck, like this is a 4/7 for 5, and it's not really winning you the game. It's giving you defensive capabilities. And if you're playing this in Zoo, like this is worse than the Lakari
mid-range-ish Zoo, maybe, but not even.
I don't think it'll make the cut in that kind of deck.
I think it's a 2 at best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2 at best. All right. Sabertooth Stalker, 6-mana, 8/2 stealth.
These stats are hilarious.
1.
8/2.
This is a 1.
No, what you do is you play this.
It dies to every AoE, dude.
No.
Like 90% of AoEs.
Wait. Yeah, no, this is garbage.
Yeah, it's a 1. Disenchant this card. Sated Threshodon, Death Rattle, summon 3 1/1 Murlocs. This is another 1.
Does that count for the Shaman quest?
Yeah, but you'll have it done by now.
But it's way too slow. Yeah, you want it done by this point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a garbage card.
Like you'll play summon the finishers on turn 4 and then have it finished on turn 5. Like not even close.
True.
Then Stormwatcher, 7-mana 4/8 Wind Fury, disenchant this card. It's garbage. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Giant Mastodon, 9-mana 6/10 with taunt, disenchant this card.
Way too much.
There's so many better
just play Sogoth, like.
Yeah.
Just
play Sogoth the Slitherer. Ultra Sword, 10-mana 7/14.
This might compete for the best art in the game.
Oh my god, yeah. But like, he's only really good. If he's cost 0 mana. But even then, like, it's still kind of shitty.
You still don't want to run it.
Yeah, you still don't play it. It's a Galaka Crawler. This is a 3 or a 4.
This is gonna be the same. This is gonna be like the same thing as Eater of Secrets. Like the mere existence of this card is gonna discourage pirates, but nobody's gonna actually run this card.
Yep.
Yep. All right. That's basically what it's gonna do. I'm gonna give it a 3 though.
Okay, yeah, I'm giving it a 3 as well.
I think you can even play in a pirate deck to counter other pirate decks.
Yes.
You can play in a pirate deck and get it on your own pirates.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the point. Even if you don't queue into pirate, you
Oh,
can use it
man.
on your own.
Actually, that's pretty solid. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
why it's like a 3 or a 4 from me.
So you play first man on 1, and then you just play this on 2, kill your like patches or something.
Yep.
You can 3/4 on turn 2. Solid, solid.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Make a totem golem on turn 2 when you're playing Pirate Warrior.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
All right, let's move on. 3 mana, 0/3, Devilsaur Egg, Death Rattle, summon a 5/5 Devilsaur.
I really like this card.
Yeah, it's a good zoo card, but they lose power overwhelming. So
No, I'm not thinking about Zoo. I'm thinking about
Buff
Paladin.
Paladin?
Yes.
Okay.
You play this, then you play Blessing of Kings. That's pretty solid if you ask me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
that's
know
fine.
about that one, but
It seems
I
fine.
mean, Egg Paladin.
I guess.
Egg Paladin
the
could be a
quest
thing.
only turns Egg Paladin more. The adapt.
You can also buff this in your hand if you really wanted to. And then it becomes a
I
1/4.
definitely slide that into zoo if there was power overwhelming.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we
not
still
really
have
allowed
Abusive
without it.
Sergeant, we still have Dark Iron Dwarf, we have the Terror decks, and we have the Void Terror. So it's not too
You
awful.
go with Terror deck. The rest of those cards, I don't think
curse
they're
into-
really
It curves into the 4-drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
In
this
that
card's
case,
this card's like a 3 from us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3.
it might or might not see play.
Yeah. And there's the Devilsaur. Looks cool. Yeah. 5 mana, 5/5. 3 mana, 4/8. Can't attack. Yeah, it's bad. sorry.
Purify.
Yeah, sorry, Purify. It's
Not even worth the purify.
Yeah, not even worth the Purify. 3 mana, 1/4. Just about taunt. Discover a taunt. I think this is a 3 just because it slots into the taunt warrior deck.
But I just straight up rather run Fierce Monkey.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
all. No, I'll change it to a 2.5 then. I'll give
Or
it a
the
2.5.
1/5.
So
Yeah.
you can play. I know a guy for 1 mana, and this is essentially 2 mana for a 1/4, which a 1/4
Yeah,
is
exactly.
garbage.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you
then.
just run Fierce Monkey over this.
Okay. Yep. Fair.
Or the 1/5.
Wait, no, we don't
Actually,
have
no.
Fierce Monkey.
Fierce Monkey rotates.
Fierce Monkey
yeah.
rotates.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
yeah, you run the 1/5 then.
Thar Creeper then.
Yep.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Vicious Fledgling. After this minion attacks a hero, adapt.
Not good
Garbage.
enough.
Garbage. Like it's better if it battle cries and adapts, but if it needs to attack first, like it's never going to hit it.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
mean
gonna
it could adapt more than one time if like
Yeah.
you could hit face, adapt to get Wind Fury, then hit again.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that
Oh, the
That
combos,
won't
but there are a
happen,
lot of
though.
better 3-drops.
yeah.
Yeah. So this is like I'll say it's a 2.5 from me.
I
Yeah.
tend to agree.
Okay. Tolvir Stone Shaper, Battle Cry. If you played an elemental last turn, gain Taunt and Device Shield. Whoa,
That's a 5.
that's a 5.
I like this one.
Holy shit, that's a 5. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really good.
maybe a 4, probably a 5.
Yeah,
Solid.
4 or 5, really good.
It's
Alright.
Ascension with a fucking free Divine Shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's Sunwalker for 4 mana, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's really good. Servant of Kalamos. If you play Battle Cry, if you played an elemental last turn, discover an elemental. 4 or 5 again.
I don't hate
yeah.
this. The stats are a little bit low, but I mean, it's
Well,
it's
you don't
probably
have
worth
Drake
the fact.
anymore though, so
Yeah.
like this just replaces
That's
Drake.
true, actually.
So
yeah.
good.
And then it
Drake has low
also
stats, but-
it also curves into another elemental if you want to play it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
like
the only problem is if you play this before, you can't play this. Like if you play the Tolvir Stone Shaper before, you can't curve into Servant of Kalamos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that's why I valued all those cards at like, oh, adds a 1/2 elemental to your hand fairly high. So
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Frozen Crusher, 6 mana, 8/8. After this minion attacks, freeze it. It's a big.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
I mean,
I don't think it's
get
gonna
it.
see any play in the elemental
2.5.
decks, but
It's too much mana.
Yeah, I agree. There are a lot of better things to be playing. Volcanosaur, we're getting this card for free, and it's golden, and it's okay.
And it's not good.
Yeah, it's a 2.
I mean, I'll take the golden card.
It's a
Yeah,
2.
I'll take it.
The double adapt is definitely useful, but like
Maybe
I think
maybe
it's
it's
a 2.
sleeper OP. Maybe we're undervaluing adapt.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably not that good.
I think it's a 2.
Yeah, it doesn't see competitive
Like
play.
maybe it's a 3. If it just depends on the double adapts. Like I think it can swing very well. 1 mana, 2/3. Your minions cost 2 more. Emerald High Queen.
That's
No,
just not
thank
good.
you.
No. Yeah,
No
absolutely
thanks.
not.
You'd rather play a 2-drop.
Yeah.
I'd rather just play it. If I wanted to play this on one, I'd play Like, I don't just play Mistress. I mean, it's
Like maybe,
one at less
I don't
health,
know.
but
Gluttonous Ooze, destroy your opponent's weapon and gain armor equal to its attack. Okay, yeah. So goodbye,
Really
Pyrex.
fine.
card.
Yeah. You mean I get to not only heal for 3 because your Fiery War X can't attack one more time, but I also heal for 6 because I gain 3 armor? Yeah, okay, I'll take that.
this is a very obvious anti-pirate card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this card's like a 3 or 4. Easy.
Yeah, I'd give it a 2. I don't think it's only good whenever Pirate Warrior is good, and even then, like, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a 3, I think.
Bright-Eyed Scout is a 4-mana 3/4 with Battlecry. Draw a card, change its cost to 5.
Card kind
Good in ramp.
It's a 2.
It makes it. I don't think it's a 2 actually. You could see playing Druid.
I mean,
Yeah, ramp
maybe.
druid, it's decent.
But
You
like,
growth
what happens?
into this, and then whatever you play, you can play on next turn.
I mean, yeah, but what happens when you draw an Innervate?
Then you just do bottom right, buddy.
Yeah,
But
like,
you know,
Yeah, that can
like
happen.
your card that was once super bonkers is now absolute garbage.
but you can also get the 12/12 or Yashiraj.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's why I'm making it a 2 because like
Yeah.
it's way too swingy. Like,
I think it's kind of neat, like, cause you go like growth into this into a card.
It's
I
a
don't hate
greedy
that.
card, but I mean, it might see play. I'd give
If
it
you're playing
3.
like Astral Druid or something, it's just pretty solid.
all right, moving on. 4
Well,
mana,
Astral's gone, but
4-mana 5/4 Battlecry. Adapt your Murlocs. This might actually be playable. I'm gonna give it a 3.
dude, coin calling the finishers into this.
Yes.
I still don't think Murlocs are good, so I'm gonna give
But
it
if they are, this deck is probably.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it a 1.
Okay.
I'm
I don't
giving
know.
it
I don't know if I'd go as far as a 1, but you know.
If Murlocs are good, this is a 5.
Yeah. All right. So the next card is a 5-mana 8/8. Whenever this minion takes damage, deal 3 damage to your hero. It's a 5-mana 8/8.
It could
It's
just
not
be like
enough.
you play this against like a very wide board and you just die. But
I think this is a 3 for me just because it reminds me of
Fell Reaver.
a Fell Reaver.
Yeah.
Like the times when Fell Reaver are bad, like you don't really care because you're playing
It's
like an
much
aggressive
worse
deck.
than Fell Reaver, though.
Yeah, but I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. It really depends because if you're playing against like Zoo, you play this card and you just die the next turn. But if you play against like control decks or mid-range decks, even this card's pretty solid. I think.
Against decks that don't go wide, like this card is a madhouse, which is why it's a 3 for me. Like
Yeah.
it's good enough that in aggressive decks where you don't care about your life total, like this doesn't matter. Like taking the 3 damage doesn't matter. And against decks that don't have don't go super wide, like you just don't give a shit, and you just hit them in the face for 8, and then they're like, oh, I'm gonna trade, you're gonna take a bunch of damage,
And it's a
and you're
beast.
just like,
It's a beast
yeah,
as
and
well.
it's a beast too. So
Hunter.
it's good enough for a 3. I don't know if it's a 4 or 5. Like 4 or
Yeah,
5.
I agree.
Means that like it's an auto include in the deck, but
I
like,
mean,
that's
maybe
not
like a 2.5.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Blaze Caller, 7-mana
420
6/6.
color boy.
Yeah,
That's just a
420.
5.
Yeah.
This is a 5 straight up. This is a Firelands portal. This is like a reverse Firelands portal,
Yeah.
Firelands Portal, except you always get a 6/6.
Yeah.
That's
which is
just
like
better.
above average. That's
Yeah. I mean, I
not
think
an
this,
Earth even. I mean,
I just think this sees. I'm just gonna give it a 4, just because it doesn't see play in the Shaman decks. This seems play in all the other ones. All
What?
the
It
other
sees playing
elementals decks.
Shaman? What?
it's
Why
just playing
wouldn't it?
Shaman for sure. I think
I
it
don't know.
does.
It's
like,
better than
turns-
Firelands Portal, and
It's
Firelands
just
Portal's already
good.
nuts.
It's just
I
a
don't
really
know.
good
Okay.
card.
You
Okay.
can curve from
Wait, what's the
Fire
other
Elemental
seven
into
drop?
this.
What's
The other 7
7
drop would be the legendary.
That legendary is 8. The other
4/4.
7 drops the Stone Sentinel.
Yeah, but
Or
I
for
still,
that some of the feral spirits.
I don't know. I still
You
I
run
still-
both.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just
Is running
worried.
both too green though? I'm
Yeah,
not sure if you
that's
can.
that's why I'm making it a 4, because if you run both, you end up being super top heavy because you have like 5, like you have like 7 cards now that are 6 and a plus. Like that's pretty big.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But you've also got the one that
That's the
reduces your
only reason
cost,
it's not a 5. That's the only reason it's
yeah,
not a 5.
you also
because
have
you
the,
just get super top
reduced
heavy.
cost, though.
the Harbinger.
Yeah. But once again, super top heavy. Like if you don't draw those harbingers like early on, like this just makes your deck super top heavy.
This honestly, this card
Yeah,
might just be better than the 4/4 though.
Okay. So let's move on. We're
Is that
almost
the
done.
thing?
All right. 8-mana 7/7 charge battle cry, can't attack heroes this turn.
Bad.
Yeah,
This is bad. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah.
it's like Ice Howl, but
it's
Worse.
it's
yeah,
just
arguably
like
worse.
it's like deceptively bad. Like people will look at this card and be like, "Oh yeah, man, I can use it as an 8-mana removal spell." No, don't do that.
But just run Hex or Polymorph.
Hex,
or
polymorph,
Mulch, whatever.
mulch.
Oh,
Whatever.
no more
It's-
mulch, but Yeah.
Yeah. So like anything's better than this.
It could be good in some kind of like Druid shenanigans, because Druid's not going to have any real removal anymore.
Right. Let's move on to the next card.
But,
Primordial Drake, 8 mana, 4/8, taunt, battlecry, deal 2 damage to all other minions. I think this is a 2.
Yeah.
Dragons.
It's overcosted.
Dragons are not even going to be like that. Dragon tag means nothing.
Basically, Drafted Operative. If you want to run Drafted Operative still.
Like maybe, but like loss of Azure Drake as well as like the numerous Dragons Matter cards from like TGT.
Yeah. It's way too late game to have the Battlecry really matter.
Yeah, the Battlecry won't be relevant that late, I think.
Yeah, like you can play Corrupted Seer and it'd be better than this card. and that's really upsetting. All right, so here's the 8 mana 5/4 Battlecry. Discover a spell and cast it with random targets. This is a 2 for me, just because you can choose an AOE spell or a spell that doesn't target, and you just get the effect. But like, as opposed to just randomly getting the Servant of Yogg-Saron and just casting a spell. The only reason it's not a 1 is because you get to choose, but it's still bad. It's still bad.
It could be sleeper OP. Like everybody doubted Yogg, and then Yogg was actually like oppressive. Yeah,
but like this isn't Yogg. This is a spell.
It still could be very strong.
This is 1 of 3. I don't know. It's an 8 mana. It's also an 8 mana 5/4. Like Yogg is a 10 mana 7/5. Like
it's I think 20% chance to get AOE.
Yeah, but
like, I mean, you gotta choose your spell. There's a lot of great spells you can get off this. There's also a lot of bad spells.
That's why it's a 2. I think it's way too swingy for it to be consistent.
Yeah, it's an interesting card for sure, but I don't know how it is.
All right, so now we are finally at the Legendaries, which means we're almost finished. Thanks for all those people who are still staying, hanging in when they're with us. So here is the first one: is Spirit Singer Umbra, 4 mana. After you summon a minion, trigger its Death Rattle effect. I think this is a 4.
I think it's a 3. It seems kind of slow.
It's maybe slow, and there's not as many Death Rattles.
It's analogous to Brand, but like it's more expensive than Brand, but the effect is probably stronger.
Yeah, but like I still think there are a lot of sweet Death Rattle cards that you can be playing with this that you can get immediate value off of. Yeah, like the Warlock card, like a bunch of the Priest cards that we were worried about not getting the effect of.
I just don't think it's good enough right now.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to see. I don't know.
I mean, I'll give it a 3.
I'm still sticking with my 4. I think there are a lot of decks that like to see this kind of thing. Like Death Rattle in Rogue gives you the ability to finally make Jade Rogue not do nothing for a million turns. So being able to do that, being able to get Undercity Huckster, as well as getting like multiple triggers of your Death Rattle stuff, like that's also because you can also play this with N'Zoth and like get at minimum 3 triggers out of your Death Rattle stuff. I think that's good.
You play N'Zoth, then you play this the next turn. Yeah. Oh wait, no, you do it all the way around.
Yeah.
Play this.
Yeah. So I think this is a 4. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'd still stick with a 3, but I think it does have potential.
Okay. Yep. Moosey?
Yeah, I agree with guys.
Okay, 3. All right. So let's scroll down a bit and move on to the next legendary. Okay, so this is
Paladin boys.
Okay. This is the thing I was talking about before when we were going over the mage cards and we said 4 mana make a copy of a minion. You play it on the copy of the Vorax, and then the Vorax makes a copy with the plant, and then copies the cast on that. So you end up getting 2 the Vorax and then 2 plants. So that's really funny.
When I see something in Paladin, like it seems decent with Paladin. If you're running the buff Paladin, like the quest and stuff, this could be good enough.
Yeah, I think this is a 3.
Could you imagine?
Reminds me of Genie, and that was too slow. Yeah. So I think.
But Genie was also 5. Yeah, I suppose that's true.
It was 1 more mana for more stats. Like.
Yeah. But this also gives you like an additional body on top of that. Like I don't want to compare this to Genie. I want to compare this to Violet Teacher.
Oh my goodness! It's like Violet Teacher, but better.
Yeah. I think I'd
rather compare it to Violet Teacher. Never mind, I'm dumb. It's worse.
Is it?
It only works on this. It only works on this minion, so you can't like use a coin and summon a 1.
I don't know. I'd still rather compare it to Violet Teacher than to Genie.
It's kind of like Violet Teacher though in a way.
I think it's worse than both.
Okay.
I think it fits in a Paladin deck though.
I still think this is a 3 because the amount of gains you get from buffing it is just massive. Like if you think about it, like
The six mana taunt spell
Yeah.
on this. That'd be
But
insane.
I'm more thinking for like Blessing of Kings because I feel like that's more
Yeah,
reasonable. Like
Yeah.
you end up getting a 7/7 and a 5/5. Like that's pretty big.
I feel like
and-
it might be worth running in a
And
buff
I
power.
don't this might cost for 2 for the quest. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it might.
Because you cast the spell on the copy.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're going to run Paladin, it's worth playing this card.
Which is why
That's
I say
what
it's a
I'm
3. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's just good
I'll
enough.
give it a 3.
Yeah.
Shall I move on?
All right.
Okay.
Move on. The next card is Elise the Trailblazer. Shuffle
On
a
card.
sealed Ungoro pack into your deck. So
Good stats.
Just good.
it's decent. I'm gonna give it a 3 just because the pack
I
that
know
they've
this
said
card's
is
insane.
so the pack that they've said I don't know. It's just
Does it
like
include at least one rare and 4 commons?
does it says it's fairly heavily geared towards legendaries. Like you're almost guaranteed to get a legendary almost all the time. That's at least what I heard when they showed off the card. But like still you still get like you could get like one legendary that's like awful. Like you could get whatever the rogue legendary.
Like it gives
or
you
the
5
warrior
cards.
legendary.
Like even if you get a few bad ones, like it's still
It's
a
a very
lot of value.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be good.
Yeah.
Like
That's
Like,
why I give it a 3.
grindy.
I don't think
grindy
it.
deck.
I
5
don't think
mana,
it's better than
5/5
a 3.
stats are good, and then it gives you for 2 mana something better than a Kabbalah Stone, right?
Okay.
True. Yeah, when you put it like that, it's a lot better.
Okay.
Very
So
valuable.
you guys giving it 4s?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
I would.
gonna
Yeah, I'll
stick
probably
with
give
my
it a 3. Yeah.
Okay. Moose is giving it a 4.
Yep.
All right. I think we're almost done here.
Yeah, like 2 more.
Yep, there's the pack. All right. Hemet Jungle Hunter. 6
This
mana,
card
6/6. Destroy all cards in your deck that cost 3 or less.
This card is weird.
I
card's
don't know how to
insane.
rate this card. This is the first card that I've seen that I just don't know how to rate it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Here's what I'm thinking, right? So when you're in the late game against a lot of classes, it's sort of like it's basically like a value game, right? Like for example, let's say I'm playing like mid shaman versus another mid shaman, and this is an example of kind of this meta. So it's basically just it always goes down to like a value top deck in the battle, and whoever top decks better wins.
Right.
So you play Hemet, you remove all your tunnel trogs and totem golems and garbage cards that you haven't drawn yet, and the rest of your cards are only good cards you can draw.
Right, but you
That's
also get rid
that's
of
what I
like
see. in Hemet.
Lightning Storm.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, that's
like-
like you might remove some utility cards, but I think that might be worth it to just
I don't
draw
know.
big boys for the rest of the game.
I don't know. I just
Yeah,
don't know how to
I agree
rate
with
this. I honestly, I want to just give it a 3, just because I
It
don't
depends
know.
on like what deck do you think it could actually fit into. It's
Yeah.
You can fit in some druid stuff as well, I think.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah,
that's the
Druid's
best
probably
thing
the
for it
most
to go
likely
into,
choice.
because like
Yeah.
there reaches a stage of the game where you just don't want to draw your wild growths anymore, even if they
Yeah,
do draw you a
exactly.
card. Like, but that's like the best case scenario. But like if you put this into like warrior, like you lose your executes, and even like your
Yeah,
fire and
no,
war
like-
axes can be uses later. Like against in warlock, like there's still like a decent number of 3 and less spell costing spells that you want to draw. Like it's.
Maybe this effect is strong, but I'm not sure.
I think it's
I'm
super
not sure.
niche. I think it's a 2. I don't think it's
But I
instant
think-
dust.
I
but
think
I
it's
don't
very
know
good
if
at what
it's
it fits in, though.
Yeah,
I
I,
think
I
it's
think
well-
you just wait until like something breaks the card because it's really easy to break.
All right.
It
so,
seems like a very strong card, but it just needs to find a deck.
right. So what are you
Yeah.
guys giving it?
I'm
I'll
giving
give
it
it
a
a
4.
3.
Okay. Just giving it a 3. Guys,
4 might
giving
be
it a 4.
generous, but
Yep.
I'm giving it
Alright.
a 4.
All right. And
Last
we have
legendary.
Osrook. Yep. And
Osrook.
this is the last card. Yep. This is the last
This
card.
card's bad.
Yep.
It's
think-
overstated.
Over.
Yeah, it's overstated. It's a win more card. I
Or
think
not
it's,
overstated, overcosted.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
it's,
too-
for each elemental you played last turn. So unless you've been holding on to those 1/2s forever, like this is going to probably be like a 5/10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it's a 1 from me. Like this is.
I wouldn't say
instant
it's a
dust.
1. I'd say it's a
I'd probably
2.
give it a 2, maybe 2.5, because it can be good in some really slow decks, but like generally, I don't think it's that great.
You'd
No.
just rather run a better taunt.
At 9 mana,
Zogoth.
if I'm playing 9 mana, I'm gonna play Salgoth, and
If
I'm
you're
also
even
gonna
running
be
a
trying
9
to
mana
end the game. Also, if I'm spending
Yeah.
9 mana on him, like if
Or
I'm
the
spending 9
Shaman
mana on a
has
minion,
7.
it better be like super hard to remove and also winning me the game. This is like,
Yeah.
like at
None of the above.
par, it's a 9 mana Ancient of War.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a 1 from me.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely true.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's
I
the last
agree.
card.
We did it.
4 hours later. We did it.
That took
did it.
way longer than I
thought it
expected.
would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that took a lot longer than I expected to.
It was fun though.
Yeah, it was definitely good. Like I'm definitely excited for this set because it's bringing like a lot of new things into it. Like the elemental tag is definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I like the adapt mechanic. I like a lot of the cool discard stuff that Warlock's getting. I like the interesting facts of, like, from a design standpoint, I don't hate this set. I think this set is pretty cool. But for like
I'm
from
not a fan of like the pushing of all the random effects.
yeah.
That's one of the things that just triggers me so hard when I'm playing Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
put
that's the only
Swashburgers into like Totem Golem and then Halaziel later in the game. That happened to me yesterday. But yeah, cards like the random effects, so I'm not a big fan of. But
Wait, do we still have Halaziel?
I think
No.
so.
Wait.
No, yeah. He's an
Halaziel.
elemental. Whoa.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, because Mist Caller's rotating, not Halaziel.
Oh
Right?
my god.
Yeah, Halaziel's
That's
a
so
good
cool.
card.
Okay.
Wait, is Halaziel an elemental?
Yeah, of course he is.
No? Is he?
He's
I
totally
don't-
an elemental.
no, I don't know,
would
wow.
be surprised if he wasn't. But yeah, I think that does it for us. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, especially all those who stuck out throughout the entire 4 hours. That was super sweet. We're definitely looking forward to, bringing you guys more Hearthstone content. I know Moosey and guys are definitely incredibly excited to do this kind of stuff.
Not really. I hate this game.
So what we can say is that we're going to be streaming about this time. You guys want to keep streaming around this time every week?
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah.
We can figure it out, but this
Yeah.
is probably fine.
Yeah. So we're going to be streaming around this time every week on Saturdays, and we can. I know what's going to come up. Like the thing that's going to come up is 9:30 Eastern, but we'll try to figure out a time for you guys and make it public on Twitter on our social media. Should also note right now that you should check down below for our links to all of our social media at GGF. Our show is definitely going to be, we're going to be theory crafting with Angoro. We're going to be talking about like the meta and ladder changes. We're going to be doing tournament reports and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys should totally hit that follow button if you guys really want to follow up on our Hearthstone content. We also have content for League of Legends. We also have the Smite Pro League. We also do a bunch of tournaments. So if you guys aren't already following the stream, you guys should go ahead and do that. Also find our YouTube, Electronic Gaming Federation, Facebook, Electronic Gaming Federation, and Twitter at official EGF. But for us here, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sitting through the entire 4 hours. And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye-bye. Bye.